Hi everybody, so it is Monday evening. Welcome to a new week of meals on the SeeSaw, and tonight we've gone really simple with gammon, egg, chips, beans. I've got some mushrooms there with mine as well, and Caleb has got spaghetti hoops instead of beans, but we're all having the same tonight, just the little simple gammon steaks from Aldi. So a perfect simple meal to start the week. Weather is still gorgeous and beautiful. It's supposed to cool off a little bit as the week progresses, and perhaps a bit of rain. And actually I think we probably need a bit of rain. You know, I hate saying we need rain, but we probably do need a bit of rain. I am back in the office tomorrow, and so I don't mind if it rains actually. So yep, off to enjoy our gammon, egg and chips. Hi everybody, so it's Tuesday evening. On the menu tonight we've got a good old-fashioned sausage supper. So I've got the Aldi skinny sausages. For those that are following Slimming World, those are just half a sin each. So I've got 3 of those. They're actually quite nice. Some of the lower fat sausages are a bit kind of artificial tasting. These ones are quite, my muscle food are my absolute favourite, but these do okay if we don't have the muscle food ones in. Got steamed vegetables, and then we've just got some parsley potatoes. I was going to do mash, but the potatoes left in the bag today were all quite small, so I just peeled them and put them in kind of halves, and we've just got boiled potatoes with parsley on them. That's mine. Caleb and Toney have got just regular pork sausages with the same vegetables, potatoes and some gravy. So off to enjoy our Tuesday night sausage supper. Hi everybody, so it's lunchtime on Wednesday, and I'm just getting ready to throw something into the crock pot that is so simple. I thought I would share with you how it comes together. So it's a garlic butter chicken and vegetables, and so in the middle there I've got some chicken mini fillets, or chicken tenders as they're called in the US. So I've got 2 packages of those. Over here I've got 2 packages of the small ready prepared carrots. You could chop carrots, you could use carrot batons, you could use baby carrots if you can find them, but you want some carrots on one side, and then on the other side I've just got some white potatoes that I've left skin on and just cut them into wedges, and so enough of those to feed the 3 of us on the side there. Now in the little pot here I've got half a cup of butter, so that's just over 100 grams, about 110, 112 grams of butter that I've melted. And into that I've stirred a tablespoon of minced garlic, so that's about 3 to 4 garlic cloves. A little bit each of salt and pepper. Now I've used unsalted butter. If I was using salted butter I wouldn't add any salt to it, but probably about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and then a teaspoon each of parsley and thyme dried. Now you could use fresh if you wanted to for this, and all I'm going to do is pour that over the chicken and vegetables. Just all of the yumminess in there, and the butter of course, and then I'm going to pop the lid on. That's on a high setting, and I'm going to cook it for about 4 hours. So I've done high because I've got chicken tenders. I don't want them to cook for too long because they will dry out, so on the high setting they should cook just about right, and obviously they'll release some juices, and this will make a sort of a saucy gravy as it goes along, but it'll be buttery and garlicky. So I just wanted to show you that. Obviously when I'm ready to plate up dinner tonight I'll come back and show you the finished product. Okay, so there is our finished dinner. So you've got the chicken tenders, you've got the carrots and the potatoes, and they've all been cooked in that herby garlicky butter. So everything's got a garlicky taste with some herbs as well. The butter just makes a little bit of sauce in the bottom, and then we've got some steamed green broccoli to have with it. So that is mine, that is Caleb's, and yeah, looking forward to this because it was really quick. We just threw everything in the crock pot, poured the buttery herby mixture over the top, and just then left it to cook all afternoon. So we are a bit later eating than I had planned to be, so it has cooked a little bit longer, but the chicken is absolutely juicy and looks really good. The carrots are just starting to colour a bit, but I'm not worried about that. They're carrots, they've got lots of flavour in them. So yeah, looking forward to our Wednesday evening garlic chicken and veggies done in the crock pot. Hi everybody, so it's Thursday evening, and tonight we've got fajitas with barbecue crispy potato slices, and Caleb's got some cucumbers with him because he won't have the onions and peppers in his. So he and Tony are having chicken. His is all wrapped up ready. It's got some cheese and it's got some ketchup on the tortilla. And then the potatoes are just thinly sliced potatoes cooked in the actor fryer with some barbecue seasoning and some pieces of cucumber. And you can see I've got the same, except I've got one of the little packs of stir-fry beef from my muscle food hamper a few weeks back that was still in the freezer. And then I'm not having a tortilla, I've just got mine on top of some of the potatoes. I've got a little bit of garlic mayonnaise and I've got the sprinkle of the cheese. So I could have a tortilla. From what I've eaten today, I'd be able to have a tortilla and still be fine, but just don't fancy it really today. So I'm just having the potatoes with the meat and veggies, cheese, and my treat is a little bit of extra, a little bit more than I would normally have of the garlic mayo. So that is our Thursday night fajita supper. Hi everybody, so it's Friday night, and tonight we've got, for our Fake Away Friday, of an Asian style meal, we've got sticky hoisin chicken and rice, sticky hoisin peanut chicken and rice with some steamed vegetables. So this was all cooked in one pan. If I go over here, I can show you the pan. There we go. So all you do is you warm your oven up to 180 Celsius. While it's warming up, you put a baking dish in the oven to warm up with the oven. So you need to make sure it's a good, I've used a Pyrex dish. Then when the oven is heated, you want to put 1.5 cups of rice in the bottom of the dish, along with 1.5 cups of chicken stock and 1.25 cups of water. So put those all in, cover the dish with foil, put it in the oven for 25 minutes. When it comes out, you add in some chicken thighs. Now because these chicken thighs are quite big, I seared them in the frying pan for about 5 minutes on each side just to get them started cooking. And then you want to pour some sauce over the top. So we've used hoisin sauce. I used about 1/2 cup of hoisin, and then I just thinned it down a little bit with about 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, just so it was more of a pouring kind of saucy consistency. I poured that over the top, and then I sprinkled over some peanuts, just to give it that kind of peanutty taste. You could blitz your peanuts and mix it with the hoisin and vinegar. You could give it a kind of almost a satay type flavour, but I just wanted to use the whole peanuts on mine. Cover back over with the foil, pop it back in the oven for 10 minutes, and then you want to just turn the oven up to 200 and take the foil off and put it back in for about 15 minutes until your chicken is cooked all the way through. And that's it, all done in one pan, unless you're searing off your chicken beforehand. If you're searing off the chicken thighs beforehand, if you were using thigh fillets, obviously you could reduce the time on this if they're boneless. If you could use chicken breast if you wanted either big pieces or chopped into kind of perhaps halves or thirds. So it's quite versatile, and again you could top it with whatever you wanted. So you could use a sweet and sour topping, you could use a teriyaki, that would be good. Yeah, so whatever you like. The base with the rice is going to be the same, and then the chicken you can top it with whatever. You could even do it with like a curry sauce, a curry flavour, curry seasoning or sauce over the top, and have it more of an Indian style chicken and rice. But a really, really simple dish that's very versatile. You can use it in a number of different ways, and say we're just having ours with some steamed vegetables. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday night, and tonight I've got the Mayflower chicken curry with pilau rice and mini naan breads. So the Mayflower curry is a Chinese style curry that you make from the powder. It's definitely my favourite shortcut pantry curry at the moment. Yeah, really enjoy this. And so other than making like a fresh curry from scratch with all fresh ingredients and your own blend of herbs and spices, this is absolutely my favourite curry. So I've got chicken in there, I've got red onion, red pepper, some mushrooms and some frozen peas, along with the curry powder. We've got the Uncle Ben's pilau rice and some of the mini naan breads. Now Caleb's not into curry yet, he hasn't adjusted to the taste of curry just yet. So he's got the rice, but he's got some scampi bites with some cucumbers and one of the mini naan breads. So we're off to enjoy our Saturday night dinner. Hi everybody, Sunday evening, and tonight we've got roast pork dinner. So we've got a roast loin of pork, we've got roasty potatoes done in the active fryer, and some steamed vegetables, broccoli, carrots and sweet corn with some gravy. So that's mine. That is Caleb's, a simple roast dinner. I've also made this today, which is a Biscoff version of Millionaire's shortbread. So instead of shortbread on the bottom, it's got 500 grams of crushed Biscoff biscuits combined with some butter, a bit like a cheesecake base. And then I made a caramel with just traditional way of making that, with condensed milk, butter, a little bit of sugar and a little bit of golden syrup. Poured that over the top, and then when it was set, I melted 200 grams of milk chocolate and I softened down 200 grams of Biscoff spread, combined the two together, poured it over the top and sprinkled some crumbled Biscoff biscuits on the top. So probably about 25,000 calories per piece, but you know what, you have to sometimes do these things. So when the chocolate is still setting, so when I cut it, and it's in pieces, probably for tomorrow's video, I'll show you what it looks like through the layers, but looking forward to having some of that later this evening for a little treat. So yes, thank you for joining us for this week of Meals on the Seesaw. We hope that you are all well and staying safe, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the Seesaw soon.